Somewhere in the heart of America, hidden beneath decades of dust and silence, there once stood a small town known as Dunwich Hollow. A quiet community of barely 300 people. The kind of place where everyone knew each other's name. But in the summer of 1942, something happened. And by the time autumn came, the town itself had vanished without a trace. No evacuation orders, no newspaper reports, no official record that Dunwich Hollow ever existed. Just silence and a few yellowed photographs found years later in a box no one could explain. Local rumors claim it began with the sky. A heavy, colorless fog rolled in from the hills, thick enough to swallow the streets whole. Then came the sound. A low hum that rattled window frames and made the ground tremble. Witnesses from nearby counties reported seeing smoke rising from the valley, though there were no fires that day. By morning, Dunwich Hollow was gone. Not destroyed, not abandoned, just gone. Like the earth itself had quietly erased it overnight. When investigators arrived weeks later, they found cracked roads leading to empty fields. No houses, no ruins, only the faint imprint of foundations in the soil. They recovered fragments, a rusted mailbox with no address, a child's shoe buried in the dirt, and a church bell, perfectly intact, lying where the steeple should have been. But official reports were sealed within days, and soon after, Dunwich Hollow was erased from every government map. In 1983, nearly 40 years later, a retired postal worker discovered a set of old memos and telegrams, all stamped with the same date, August 17, 1942. The documents referenced containment, uncontrolled exposure, and one chilling phrase repeated across multiple pages: site no longer viable for habitation. None of it ever appeared in official archives, but the memos were accompanied by grainy black and white photographs of houses half sunken into the ground and human silhouettes blurred by movement. A handful of surviving relatives claimed they'd received letters postmarked from Dunwich Hollow weeks after it supposedly disappeared. Each letter was identical, a short message written in trembling handwriting. "Don't look for us. It's safer that way." Some described dreams of the valley. Lights flickering beneath the soil, the sound of footsteps pacing beneath the floorboards of empty rooms. They woke with dirt beneath their fingernails. Historians dismissed it as folklore, but declassified military records from the same year mention an experimental test site exactly 20 miles from where Dunwich Hollow once stood. Some believe it was a chemical leak, others a failed radar experiment that warped the landscape itself. And then there are those who say the town simply slipped away, like a film reel cut mid-frame. Today, the coordinates where Dunwich Hollow once stood are fenced off, labeled as government property. Locals still claim that on foggy nights, you can hear the faint toll of a church bell echoing from beneath the ground. No official investigation has ever reopened the case. But the documents, the photos, the letters, they all suggest one thing. Something happened in that valley in 1942. And whatever it was, it wasn't meant to be found.